Hey, this is the real estate market update for Houston in 2023. Thanks for stopping by. It's one of my favorite videos to do because I love to get into the real estate numbers, kind of really to dive into those charts and graphs, really see those big trends in Houston real estate to give you a better idea of what's going on with the market and if it's a good time for you to buy, sell, or rent. So if that's of interest to you, then definitely stick around. My name is Paul Holub. I'm the broker here at Traditions Realty. Love to help you with your next move or answer any of your real estate questions. So if you need help, reach out. I'm always happy to help. With that, let's get right into the numbers. All right, so let's start with the new listings. Here in you can see the green line is 2021. This is our base here. Obviously, it's a COVID year, so things were kind of skewed a little bit, but checking out 2022, the number of new listings or homes coming on the market was very comparable. And then here in 2023, new listings actually has been a little bit choppy at the beginning of the year, but it's actually been pretty consistent with the previous 2 years. And one thing I've been talking about a lot in my videos is the fact that a lot of homeowners are sticking put and not selling, which has had an impact on inventory because they have 3 and 4% interest rates. They don't really want to go and buy a higher priced home at 7% interest. So it's really put a damper on the number of new listings. But looking from the charts here, it really hasn't really impacted it at all. So we'll see how that impacts the rest of the year. But currently we're trending as we normally would as compared to these previous 2 years. All right, let's take a look at the active listings. These are for single family homes. Green line is 2021, and here in the blue line is the active listings for 2022. So if you remember in the spring or early summer last year, the market was insane. Like, we had multiple offers after multiple offers. The market was crazy hot. And then kind of toward the end of summer, as you can see, in the fall, things just like slowed down. Like they screeched to a halt almost. And it was just it wasn't that bad, but it just felt like it because it was so crazy in the spring. And so inventory really kind of ballooned up, as you see the lows under 12,000 homes to almost double at 24,000 active homes on the market. So that's a big jump in just a matter of a couple months. And I think a lot of homeowners or home buyers were worried about the interest rates going from 3 and 4% all the way up to 6.5%, 7%. And so that really put a damper on home buyers because they didn't know if it was going to just drop or where it was, and kind of have to get used to that rate. Well, here in 2023, as you can see in the red line, where our inventory is really kind of leveling out. We've been between about 20,000 to about 22,000 active homes on the market, which is actually pretty good. We are up 18% year over year for the number of new listings. As you can kind of see, we're getting close to where we had that big increase in July of last year. So we're getting pretty close to about where we've been. So I think we'll find a nice, again, equilibrium or plateau of where the active listings are going to kind of level off at. All right, let's talk about pending homes. And this is, again, single family homes by month. Green line is 2021 and blue line is 2022. So we sold fewer homes because we had fewer homes on the market in 2021. And then here in 2023, we're selling fewer homes even though we have more homes on the market. All right, let's look at the sold homes. As you can see here, the green line is still 2021. Blue line is 2022. We definitely dropped off a lot, as I talked about last year. And then here in 2023, we've definitely been trending much lower than the previous 2 years. So we're selling fewer homes, and we're actually down 12.8% year over year. But HAR keeps, kind of trying to reiterate like, hey, 2020, 21, and 2022 are not really normal years. So they're going back, hey, pre-COVID in 2019, we're actually up almost 4% from there. So they're trying to kind of compare like, hey, it was crazy previous couple years, but we're actually slightly up from our most recent normal year, which was 2019. Another interesting stat that the time a home takes to sell, or the days on market, went from 28 days to 45 days. Now it seems like a big jump, but we tend to be around 50 to about 65. Seems to be about the average in a normal market for homes in Houston. So we're still slightly below what I would consider normal. So it's still again a seller's market. All right, let's look at the average sales price. Here is 2021. 2022 just, dwarfed 2021's prices just went crazy. And then we've kind of come back down since. We peaked out at the highest sales price we've ever had was in May of last year at 438,000. And we've been hovering around 431 for the previous 2 months. So prices are still high. Inventory is going up, but prices are still remaining high. And if we keep that inventory up, I think eventually the pricing will kind of come down a little bit. But again, I don't think it's going to drop like some people have been saying. It's just going to fall off the cliff. I don't see that at all happening. So our prices are slightly elevated again, just off of the all-time highs. All right, let's compare year over year. Single-family home sales, 8,900 to 8,500 here, so slightly down. 433,000 was the average sales price last year. We're at 431. And then the months of inventory, or the time that it would take to sell all of our current inventory, was 1.9 months last year, and now we're at 3.1. So again, we have more inventory, more homes for sale. And pending homes, 8,200 to 8,600. All right, let's talk a little bit about interest rates. Interest rates have been fluctuating quite rapidly. Currently, the 30-year fix is about 7.22%, and this is the national average according to bankrate.com. And the 15-year fix is about 6.52. So if you have a great credit score and great financials, your interest rate is going to most likely be much lower. But again, these are the national averages. Thanks for watching. My information is on the screen if you need help buying, selling, or renting, or just have any real estate questions. I'm happy to help. And please do me a big favor of subscribing. It really helps me out. And with that, hope you see me in the next one.